You're so lucky tonight because I'm feeling talkative and I'm feeling the need to express myself, brah. I just feel the need to speak. And first of all, I mean, Christ, you just order a goddamn pizza and I'm trying to show you the fucking box. It's like, what the fuck is this goddamn tumor on my fucking pizza box? I don't know if that's the kid that just grabbed the fucking box, but it's like, can you fucks put on some goddamn gloves or whatever the fuck? I mean, shit. Goddamn idiots. I mean, it's just a fucking world that we're dealing in now. It's just a world full of mediocrity and shitheads. But this pizza looks pretty good. I got light cheese tonight because I'm saving 40 slices of fucking calories or whatever the fuck. Now, according to some guy that said something that I read in a book, calories are full of shit anyway. This is pretty goddamn good. It's Italian sausage, olives, and whatever the fuck. Meatball. Light cheese. Not bad. I mean, if we didn't have that goddamn tumor on the box, it'd be fine. You got to know how to work the system. This is Pizza Hut. You always have to order well done, especially for these fucking chains. That's the key. If you can learn one thing from this video, it's to order your pizza well done. And I know you'll fucking not listen to me. And you'll just go about your goddamn pedestrian ways. I always feel like I'm giving wonderful advice to people and they're not listening, which pisses me off. Today, a good subscriber, a good chum, a big wrestling fan, I had to give him some advice. I said, you gotta fucking leave your house. You can't sit around all goddamn day waiting for wrestling to come on TV. If you're trying to cheer yourself up, you've got to walk, you've got to drink kombucha, and you have to go to the movies. And notice that I said go to the movies, not Netflix and chill, not sit on your fucking ass and watch the same goddamn television you always watch. Get up, get in your vehicle, or Lyft and Uber your ass to the local movie theater. Cheers you right up. But do people listen to me? Probably not. Mike, tell us more about your kombucha suggestion. Well, I recommend it. Kombucha has probiotics. Yes, you can eat yogurt. And yes, you can do all types of wonderful things. But kombucha is the way to go. This pizza is magnificent. This light cheese option is not bad. So let's see. What funny anecdotes can I tell? I've had a long, wonderful day. Okay, this car needs to get the fuck away from me, by the way. Yes, please park over there, asshole. I actually was going to go to the library today. It's about 9:30 in the morning. I pull into the library parking lot, not a car in sight. I'm like, okay, what's going on? Is the library closed? Is it, is it open at 10 a.m.? What the fuck? So I had some breakfast items on me. So I was going to eat my fucking breakfast in the goddamn library parking lot. and I'm starting to do such. Well, then a strange figure appears, and I do mean strange. It was kind of a masked individual, and I'm not saying man or woman, and I'm not being whatever the fuck phobe. I'm just saying it was unclear what I was dealing with, male or female. Let's just leave it at that. This individual was masked outside, nobody else around the person, had the little blue mask on. Didn't look terribly unkempt, had long brown hair, but once again, not clear if it was a male or female because of the mask and just the dimensions of the body. And kind of like making eye contact with me as I'm eating my breakfast sandwich. And then kind of looking around. I'm like, okay, here we go. And kind of drifting in and out of the bus station, like there was a bus stop there. So kind of like a fucking baseball player on first, looking to see if they wanted to steal second. Or maybe like more like a baseball player on second, looking if they want to steal third. Just kind of shifty. Like keeping one foot at the bus station in case the bus came. They wanted to make sure the bus saw them because no one else was at the bus station. And keeping one eye on me. With the goddamn mask on, with no one else around the person outside. I'm like, what the fuck? This is creepy as fuck. I'm basically thinking the person was going to tell me a goddamn story about, I need a ride. Hey, sir, can you give me a ride? Excuse me, sir, whatever the fuck. Sorry, asshole. Not this day and age. So I just made contact with this fuck, and then I started my ignition, and I moved my vehicle. Because, sure, I could wait for the fuck to approach me, but I don't want to be fucking approached. And I want to send a clear and present message. Hey, you asshole fuck. I know you've got some sob story to tell. I'm sure that you've told this sob story before because you always end up in some weird situation or you create them for a hustle, and I don't want to fucking deal with your ass. You know what I mean? But then I moved my vehicle. And no offense to anyone, but what I like to call Caucasian guilt seeps in. I start thinking about Jesus Christ and what he told us all. If a man dies and he sees his eternal father, Jesus Christ, before him. And the man says, Jesus, I can't believe it. I'm at your throne. I'm at your feet. I never believed in you in life. I was an agnostic. I did not believe. And Jesus says to the man, why did you not believe in me? And the man says, because I had never seen you before. And Jesus said, when I was the unknowing gendered individual in the library with the blue mask on my face, looking for a ride from you, and you were eating your breakfast sandwich and starting your ignition and ignoring me, that was me in disguise. So I drove back over to the individual. I said, pardon my rudeness, but is there some way I can help you this morning? And the person said, no, kind sir. I just wanted to tell you the library is closed. So there you have it. Moving forth, I went on to do other wonderful things. I found myself in a coffee house of which I sat alone. And I did not have a desk in front of me or a table. So I had to be very makeshift in my approach. And as soon as that situation occurred, I realized this is not a writing day. And see, I'm very flexible with myself, not in a Lanny Poffo way. Little shout out to Benny Scala there. But I just had to say, I'm not going to be able to write today. There will be no, creative writing on my day today because I have no desk and I'm uncomfortable to an extent. But today I shall do other things productive, and I did. I did many productive things. I dug up an old script of mine. I think I wrote it in 2012. A comedy script. It was a great script, actually. And I just worked on that script. I updated the title page. I put it on some screenwriting platforms, and I worked on my script. If anyone has a question or comment, go ahead and question or comment. I had a series of phone calls to make, of which I only got one accomplished. But here's the thing. That's why we have tomorrows. To do all the shit we didn't want to do today. That's why we have tomorrows. To do all the shit we didn't want to do today. Well, as far as this pizza goes, I do think it's quite good. This meatball, Italian sausage, and black olive with light cheese. I don't really miss the cheese, to be honest with you. I mean, if I think about it, I might miss it, but if I don't think about it, just like Bill, just like Matt Damon as Bill in Stillwater, if he doesn't think about his daughter, he doesn't miss her. But if he thinks about her, he misses her. I did see Stillwater today. I did a Mike's Instant Movie Review. I saw Stillwater twice. It's a great movie, folks. And I don't want to hear that thought bubble in your fucking head. Oh, I'll watch it at home. No, assholes. Go to the goddamn movie theater. Go buy a ticket and see in the theater like a man or a woman or a blue masked individual in the library parking lot. I'll give a special shout out. My buddy Javier Oist has caused quite a fury with his recent article about the World Bodybuilding Federation. Everyone's excited. ProWrestlingStories.com. I had some fun today. 2-year anniversary of Chris Jericho winning the All Elite Wrestling title in a match over Adam Page. I had some fun. If you're in any of the pro wrestling groups, you can find my controversial post. Everyone was so upset with me in the internet wrestling community. They wrote comments on my post. They were so upset. They had to express themselves with comments because they wanted me to read them. And they wanted other people to know that they did not agree with the sentiments I expressed in my original post. So they wrote comments to show me the way. There's my buddy Carl. Hello, Carl. Carl and I just did a wonderful video, the Steven Seagal Greatest Films. And we'll be coming back to you in late September for our monthly visit with Carl. Carl's got his own YouTube channel you can visit. If you want to write that out, Carl. I think it's Carl Kate on YouTube. I mean, eating this wonderful pizza, Carl, half the cheese. Half the goddamn cheese, brah. I'm having a bra type of day. I've eaten about 6 of these goddamn slices. So having half the cheese, does this fuck mind not being so close to me? I just hate people. Little memo, people piss me off. Not you, Carl. Ugh. I'm not sure what that means, Carl. Oh, the Pizza Hut. You don't like Pizza Hut, buddy? Well, pal, I don't know what to tell you. It's open. Domino's has this weird goddamn policy that they don't allow you to fucking to carry out after 10 o'clock or some such thing. Oh, okay, very good. I thought you were saying you hate the P. I thought that was what the hip kids in Chicago say about Pizza Hut, buddy. So to clarify, Carl does not hate Pizza Hut. He hates the WWE PG era. Well, I'm glad you clarified that, Carl. Because Pizza Hut does not deserve our hatred. And Benny Scala, once again, now even he got worked up about my fucking Facebook post. So he might have left this Mike's Meals in a fury of anger and disappointment. But he remembers the good old days of Pizza Hut. You go in there, get a, it's not a pizza, it's a Priazzo. A couple of women over there. But you know, it is what it effing is, folks. You know what I mean? Well, I'm going to go. Good talking to you, Carl, and everyone. Mike's Meals gives a big thumbs up to the Italian sausage, black olive, and whatever the fuck pizza. They didn't have mushrooms even on the app tonight. I think they ran out. Italian sausage, meatballs, and black olives was a fucking good pizza with half the cheese. It really worked. What else? I've been drinking these fiber protein shakes for several weeks, and I just had to take a day off today from that. There's one thing, folks, I will share with you. And look, I'm not Lou Ferrigno or whatever the fuck. I go to the gym, and oddly, this gentleman twice now has talked to me as I'm leaving the gym and going to the Dollar Tree next door. This gentleman is kind of hover fucking around the Dollar Tree, and I keep thinking he's a hustler too. But the first time I saw him, he said, "Hey, buddy, you're looking like Lou Ferrigno." And I said, "I'm not that big, buddy." He said, "Yeah, you're getting that big." Today, I left the fucking gym and I started thinking about that guy because I'm like, was that guy setting me up to hit me up for money or what the fuck? And I started thinking about him, and suddenly I hear, "Going to that gym today again?" And I'm like, fuck. I'm like, yeah, it's the same guy. And then he had a female with him that was in the Dollar Tree shopping. So I'm like, okay, he's not a hustler. He's just a friendly fucking guy who hangs out at the Dollar Tree and talks to random people like myself. So you never know, folks. Whether it's the weirdo in the fucking library parking lot at 9:30 in the morning, getting close to your car, or some guy outside the Dollar Tree that talks to you when you leave the gym. It's so easy to be judgmental to these eccentric oddities, but we should really engage in conversations with them because it's safe. I don't know what to tell you. It's just life, folks. Subscribe to Mike Messier YouTube channel. Subscribe to Carl Kate channel. Subscribe to all the goddamn channels and spend your whole life watching YouTube videos and never leave the house. Yay. Subscribe to Mike Messier YouTube channel. Thanks.